at the end of the day, the goal is not the kimura. The goal is to hit him in the head. Alright, yokomin. One. Now remember, the whole point of this yokomin is to get your hands up and protect your face, right? One atami here, right? Now, if he puts his hand up here, this is kind of hard, but we have our Aikido straight away. So I'm relying on my speed to be there, right? Now the kimura only works, because if you do it in, let's go down, if you do it in guard, the kimura only works if you're up here and as he tries to push you down, then you grab it. Okay? It's kind of hard to, if I have here and I try to grab it from here, it's kind of hard to do. So I have to come up, and then as he pushes down, then I grab it. And remember, the yokomin is, I knew it was good to rent a karate dojo. Remember, the yokomin is, it could be a bat, right? It could be a bottle. Sometimes you might get people online saying that's nonsense, it's rubbish. Yokomin is really cool because it also represents the big haymaker. So he comes in with a, we'll go slow, very yokomin, one super important whack on the bridge of the nose. Bang, right. Now, you can never, like I just said in the guard, you can't expect to do the kimura if we're in guard and we're on the ground. I can't reach over and get it. Likewise, we'll do it on this side. I can't reach over and get the kimura from here and try and do it, because I mean, let's just see what would you do if I try to grab from here? Right, you're gonna do something, right? And there's nothing. So what it must be is slowly, atemi. 1, 2, 3. Let's get the head down. 4. Right? Gotta get the head down. So if we try to do the nice, smooth Aikido, side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from here, right, we go a long way so that people can see. A couple of things you can do. You have his head is down. This is also cool, you could grab him here, but we're doing it in there. You can do something different, but for now we're going to do the kimura. Right? If you have him down, you can take him. You put your knees, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do 1, 2. The head is super important. And at the end of the day, the goal is not the kimura. The goal is to hit him in the head. 1, 2. But he's got a bit of a brick head, right? So that's not the end. He might be trying to grab your leg here. Put that on. Okay, now see how he's going all the way to the ground? Well, you just ride him. Right? But we'll add a throw into it to be cool. Let's go a long ways. Put your leg on here, and time's gonna go straight that way. 1, 2, 3. Come over. You ready? Bend. Right? Okay, so one more time. And then we'll give Tiger go. So he comes in with the yokomin, not this. Okay? Because really, when I come in for this entry, it's not about this movement. This is not the end game. This is one of many possibilities. Right? The other possibility is like super fast. There's also that. And you can only judge this. Do I stop? Do I go under? Depending on your timing, his timing, and what happens when you meet. That's the only way. So you need to be able to do this on the fly. So we'll go super slow. 1. Here. Remember, if he puts his hand up, well, there's our favorite Aikido movement. But let's say with B into the punch. 1, 2, right? 3. You can take him straight to the ground, or hook here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now from here, straight up. Now his natural reaction will be to make this straight. Totally fine, right? Keep it here, look it, you have that. Right. Or if you go straight, you may want to pull it back in, then sneak in. Okay, now you have to get to the other side. So you want to keep good chest control on his chest. Get up and then lift up his shoulder. So the tap is, stay there. The tap is when his shoulder is up, but his arm goes that way. Now, because I'm not on his chest, right, he rolls out and there's no tap. But if I have my chest on here, I'm locking it in, he's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go, so all he has is his arm to. Okay, so one more time. If you know this, it's in your toolbox, you can pull it at any time. So one more time, very slowly. 1, 2. Basically, I already have something. So that's cool too. We're doing the kimura right now. 1, 2, back. His head must be down. Right? Also, I forgot to mention, even though I have his head down, if I slide my hands out to here, have a look, he's gonna stand up. And I got it, and it's just a fight. So, I must have this elbow on Tig's behind his neck area. So, stand up, show the back here, around here, right? And even if I can't get the lock on, he shouldn't be able to stand up from there. Right? And why do we throw? Well, go here. Let's say I'm fighting him and I can't, and now he comes forward. Okay, so when I mean forward, he's got me. Maybe he might try to come in. 1 here, attending. So Uke needs to also respond in, I don't want to say a theatrical way, more so how would he respond if you knocked him that way, or if you knocked him that way? He most likely, his head goes down. Depending on how hard their heads are, if you knocked him, he may just stand right up. That's why you gotta get that locked in. Okay, now we're fighting, he can't stand up, so what's he gonna do? He only has 2 options from here. He can't stand up. He either can grab my leg, or he can try and back out of it. But if he backs out of it, walk backwards, I'll follow him. So he's like, shit, my arm is on pretty well here. I only have that option of going for this leg, and when he does, I take it. Okay, so let's give him a go and see how he goes.